Hey, what's going on, you guys? This your boy Jess coming to you guys with another movie review. Uh, went and saw Grudge yesterday, and it was an interesting movie. I was pleased with it. I guess it wasn't the best, but 2019. I mean, not 2019. Like first quarter movies are normally not the best movies, or at least January movies. They're normally not the best movies. Um, but it was just a decent movie. It did have its scary parts. Getting straight into the movie review, it did have a couple of scary parts or whatever. Um, so I found it interesting at first. You know what? I went into the movie. I was like, you know what? I'm already sleepy. Like I went into the movie already sleepy. So I was like, okay, well, I know I got to check this movie out or whatever because I got to do a movie review on it. And I was like, hopefully, when I go into the movie and I start watching it or whatever, it was gonna be interesting enough to like wake me up or whatever. But man, this movie, like, it starts off decently or whatever, but it wasn't interesting enough to wake me up. Like it was, in fact, it was just interesting enough to keep me awake. I just had to really struggle through it just to be like, let me pay attention or whatever, because it was kind of weird. When you see it, you really gotta kind of pay attention because they have like three different families that they're showcasing at three different time periods or whatever. Like it's not just a linear type of film. It's like, okay, well, you got a family in 2005. I think the other year is 2004, and then the other year is like present day or whatever, like 2019 or whatever. And like the different families are going through different things in that haunted house or whatever, or that cursed house at different points of time or whatever. And of course, the curse is, whenever whoever steps foot in the house, they take the curse with them to their own house wherever they go, whatever. So the third family, or the present day family, even though she wasn't in the cursed house, the original cursed house, she did walk into the cursed house, so she brought the curse to her own house or whatever. So, um, it was just like interesting. One thing that I will give it credit for, I do like the fact that they came up with almost like a a time and space type of theory dealing with ghosts or whatever. As far as like, for example, like one of the women in the movie, I'm not giving anything away or whatever, but one of the women in the movie was she had an imaginary friend, in which case, looking at it and from the outside looking in, it looks like she's being friends with the ghost or whatever, because she's talked to somebody, she's being friends with somebody or whatever. But when you look at her, she's not talking to anybody. She's just having conversations with nobody, just the air. But when you get more so into the movie, it's like she's actually talking to a girl that's in that same spot, in that same place, but in a different time period. It was just like, okay, well, and the girl in that time period was dealing with the same thing. She had an imaginary friend, but in hindsight, she was actually talking to the older woman or whatever, and that was actually her imaginary friend. So it was actually a different and interesting concept. I never really looked at like ghost in that aspect or whatever. Um, and I was like, maybe that is like, because I don't really believe in ghosts or whatever, but like, I believe that, sometimes people probably see things or whatever. And maybe that's an interesting theory to consider, whatever. Maybe it's like a time and space type of thing where time is bent and you're seeing someone that's actually in that same spot but in a different time period. But anyway, that was an interesting concept to put in a horror film. And I do give it credit for that. That was different. That was original. I've never seen that before in any other horror films. Maybe there are other horror films that went that direction, but I haven't ever seen them. But kudos to them for that. But besides that, the movie was, it had a couple of jumpy scenes or whatever. but it doesn't really get scary and interesting until the end of the movie. If you can make it to the end of the movie, that's when it gets interesting. That's when um, heads start to roll and like it starts getting like really crazy. The very end of the movie was it was a little predictable, but I still like the way that it was executed. So kudos to them for that. All in all, no rush to see this movie in the movie theaters. Um, I would see it though. I'll probably like wait till it came out on like Netflix or HBO or whatever your streaming service is that you purchase or whatever, and just watch it on that. But or I would get it on DVD and probably pay like maybe $10 or $12 for it. But I wouldn't pay more than $20 to see this movie. My personal, honest opinion. So whatever way you choose to watch the film or whatever, my recommendation: don't pay more than $20 for it. Other than that, check the movie out. It was actually pretty interesting. Had a couple of interesting concepts. It was a little scary. The end of it was pretty like they had a couple of scenes where I was like, I'm not easy to scare. I'm not easy to freak out a little bit, but there was a couple of parts on the very end of the movie. I was like, yeah, that was. It didn't freak me out, but it was like okay, like it woke me up a little bit. You know, like it kind of woke me up. And so kudos to them for that. But that was about it. We're here in 2020, and I'm finna get started with these 2020 movies. So hopefully the next movie will be a little bit better. I think Underwater comes out next, and then after that it's gonna be Bad Boys 3. So I don't know how I'm scared about that movie because the previews are just not impressive to me. I really want this movie to succeed. But I will holler at you guys later. Like and subscribe to my page if you like what you saw. If you don't, just check me out at realthoughts.net, not .com, realthoughts.net. Everything dealing with movies is there. I got more movie reviews for you. I got trailers on there. I got movie clips of the week. Everything in the movie universe, I have it. So check me out at realthoughts.net. I will holler at you guys later. I'm getting ready to do my movie review for the top 5 worst movies of 2019. I will holler at you guys later.